Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. This is Planet Crystal Studios and I am Robert, and today we are discussing the songs from the second semi-final of the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 held in Switzerland. And in the last video, which had some technical difficulties with both sound and video because my camera went out 5 minutes before I was done or something like that, and sometimes the sound had an issue. The thing is, I have the sound from my phone camera as backup, so if the sound switched, I'm sorry about that. Basically, I'm not playing music, I'm just talking, so it's fine. And yeah, after discussing the first semi-final, which was fun, we are going to discuss the second semi-final today, which is also going to be fun. And the rules are as follows. Like I explained in the last video, there is a 5-pool tier system with the points from 1 to 5, 1 the worst, 5 the best, with the following categories. We've got the red pool with 1 point, which is Toilet Break, I Hate the Song. Then we've got the orange pool, repetitive, boring, or annoying, or any other adjective that you could use or verb that you could use that is totally explaining why the song is just not good enough. Then we've got the yellow tier with 3 points, good but average, which is where the most songs often fall in. Then we've got the green pool, I like this song, with 4 points, which is very close but no cigar to the voting. And then we've got the blue pool with 5 points, which basically says, you have my vote. Yeah, this is the tier system. All opinions I have are my own. If your opinions differ, that is also okay. I'm trying to be fair, I'm trying to be nice, but a quick-witted quip is something I also can't let go. Like, if I have a good idea to say something, then I usually say it. And like in the last video, when I was talking about how much I like Wicked, like I had the opportunity to use the pink goes good with green, because the song I was talking about actually was in the green tier then. And let's see if we are lucky with those incredibly random moments today. Therefore, I'm going to start right off the bat to keep the video short, because my camera turned out after the video length that was available was reached. So that was something. The country we are starting with today is Lithuania. I always remember them because their flag is so different from ours. It's so colorful. But where is it in my bucket? And as you know, I usually do not cut these videos, so if I misspeak or something, then I usually let it remain. And I cannot find this godforsaken country. It has to be in here, I'm pretty sure. It was hiding behind Greece. I hope it doesn't in the contest. So we are talking about Lithuania, a country where I don't know where it's located. Actually, give me a map, please. And this year Lithuania has a song called Tavo Akis by Katharsis. And I'm not even sure, is that a group? Is that a one-man, woman, person? I don't know. Yes, and what did I write down? Because sometimes I really have to write down the things that I think about something. Oh, that was the song, yeah. Now I remember what song I'm talking about here. The song from Lithuania this year is the musical embodiment of depression. Because this song, I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, the song sounds so hopeless. Like you listen to it and you're considering, you know what? No, I mean, I usually don't censor myself. You consider jumping off a bridge because it sounds so hopeless. This is not really pretty, in my opinion, and therefore I'm just like opposed to it. Where is it on my list? Oh, there it is. I also wrote it's not pretty, and it is the most positive. It's boring, but it also is very depressive and hopeless, and therefore Lithuania is. And I think this is the first song we are talking about from 2. This sits in the red pool. This is a toilet break for me. Because this song does not have any redeeming qualities whatsoever. No. Just no. That's a no from me, dog. I'm sorry to Lithuania. Also had great songs in the past, but that's not it. Lithuania was hiding behind it. Now it's the turn of Greece. La Grèce. I always like that in Eurovision, the French versions. So we have Greece, and we have an artist, and I do not even need to look it up on my list. Her name is Claudia. I think this is the Greek version of Claudia, which also strikes something in me. Claudia, where are you? You Greek person. Asteromata is the song. And Asteromata is apparently a Greek ballad. That's my interpretation of it. And it is in Greek, from what I understand. I do not speak Greek. I mean, we also had an incredibly Greek song the year before. But it was incredibly Greek. I think it was last year. It was incredibly Greek, but also was incredibly not for me. And this streak apparently continues because Asteromata, whatever it is about, I don't even know because it's in Greek. Where is it? Greece, where are you on my list? Ah, there. The production, like I said in the last video, production-wise and vocal-wise, there is not an issue. Like, almost all songs have a great production, so this is not where the issue lies. It's often like either the lyrics or the general presentation of the song, and here the song feels very dramatic. And not that I'm not for drama, sometimes drama is quite nice, but this is not the kind of drama that I like. So, like, who likes drama? The people who watch, like, things with drama, like Emergency Room, Grey's Anatomy, whatever. And that's the reason Greece sits in the orange pool. The stick comes loose. In the orange pool with 2 points, because it is, in this regard, boring. I'm sorry to Greece. I've never been. Like in the last video I told you where I've been. Like 3 countries and one in my home country. So, we are now going to the country with the Black Mountain. Montenegro. Interesting. So, Montenegro, I've already seen you. Do not hide, please. Thank you. So, now we are with Montenegro. And Montenegro this year has a song that is called Dobrodosli by an artist with the first name Nina. I'm not bothering pronouncing that last name because I couldn't. Because I bet it's something like... Not to be disrespectful, but a lot of like languages from the eastern part of Europe sound like that. They have these kinds of sounds in their language, and this is not necessarily a problem, but it is very hard to divide them by that. And yes, Montenegro's song is not in my head right now. Oh yeah. It's not that pretty, I wrote down, which might be connected to the language. Like, I do not want to be disrespectful towards kind of any language, you know. But, like, I listened to it and it is just not for me. Like, it also sounds like a dramatic ballad kind of thing. And as I've mentioned before, this is something that occurs this year a little bit more than usually. Like, this year is the year of the ballads. The Battle of the Ballads. And therefore, to make it short and sweet, Montenegro also shares what Claudia from Greece endured with the orange pool and 2 points and being generally boring to my ear. I hope this is still fair enough to all the people who generally like this song. Like, there are people who listen to ballads who say, oh yeah, this is the part, or this is the reason why this ballad is so... great to me, and I sometimes just can't hear it. Like, there are people who listen to artists where I don't understand why they listen to them, because I can't find anything pretty in them. But on the same hand, there are people who don't understand why I, for example, good example, listen to Carly Rae Jepsen, because they don't get it. But I do, I don't know. Oh dear. We are with Finland now. And we are with Erika Wigman. And she is singing Ich komme, which means I'm coming. And it's German, but only the title. The rest is apparently in Finnish. And to finish is also part of the innuendo, I think, because I'm coming / Ich komme is something that people scream when they're about to, in sexual context. I'm not sure if this is what Erika wants to tell us. If she's close to her climax, I'm not sure. It is, yeah, to me it's a weird song, really. Like, what I wrote down is that it really doesn't make sense to me because it's very weird, and I wonder if Finland is trying to rehash what they had with Kääriä, because Kääriä was something fresh, something different, and I'm wondering if Erika's trying to like feed off of that, so that people think, okay, now Finland is in for the rocky, loud, quirky songs that are different and weird. And I mean, of course, there are other countries in Eurovision that do weird songs, so Finland is not the only one. But I don't know. Ich komme is a song that is, I don't know. I just don't like it. I guess it's weird. And like I said, there is this like innuendo about climaxing, and I'm not sure if this is what it's about. Like, if you want to have something sexual, sensual, then okay, but Eurovision, not sure. Like, there is a song that had to change their lyrics because it was too far into, you know, and stop honking! Stupid people getting married. Apparently, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, Finland, 2 points, orange pool, because, like, I think I put weird in there too with repetitive, boring, and annoying, because sometimes weird isn't necessarily a good thing. Sorry, Finland. I really was a fan of Kääriä. Luxembourg. Our, let's say, newest edition. I think I pointed out last year how happy I was that a country like Luxembourg would return to Eurovision, and therefore it is nice to see them compete in the following year again, and I hope they will for the next following years, because it's fun having another country to discuss that I previously had no connections to. And we have from Luxembourg the song La Poupée Montesson, which is French. The Luxembourg people, they love French, by Laura Thorne, which sounds more English than French, unless there is a French way to say it. I don't know. Always reminds me of, like, Evil Under the Sun, where the secretary announces him as Hercules Poirot, and he's actually pronounced Hercule Poirot. But still, Luxembourg. Luxembourg's song is French, of course. This is what I wrote down. It has a nice energy and it sounds good. Like, when you hear it on the radio, like, it's something that you could hear on the radio and that could genuinely put you in a good mood. Like, it is a sunny day, you're driving with your car, the sun comes on and you're just like, yeah, today is a good day. It's nice, it's beautiful, it's good, but average. Although good but average doesn't always have to be like a death sentence for a song. Like, being good but average can sometimes be very good for a song. And in this case, I think it is good enough to be in Eurovision. And I hope for Luxembourg to progress to the final. But I'm not sure. I mean, this song needs enough traction to be picked up by a lot of Eurovision fans. Serbia. There already is Serbia. And the artist from Serbia might be called Prince. It just misses an E at the back. And the song is called Mila. And this is everything I can say about it. No, I can't. Like, I put some notes. And the notes I put are not very nice. This is another ballad. Another one. Another ballad from like 10 this year. A ballad in, if I remember correctly, their language, which is a small plus, but only a small plus in the sense that it is not in the red pool. Because I wrote down ballad. I'm asleep. ZZZ. Because, like I pointed out, when you listen to all these ballads, like back to back, and I'm very interested to see how they are going to, in which order they put them, because order matters. And if they like put 3 or 4 ballads in a row, then the audience is going to be asleep. Yeah. Let's do it short and sweet. Mila also 2 points. Orange pool, boring. Moving on. I'm also sorry to Serbia, but sometimes it's not it, you know? And, like, I'm a person for energetic songs or special songs that give me something. So, and now we go to Georgia. And the streak continues. And maybe this is the reason why this video is going to be shorter. I hope I'm not rushing. I'm still trying to take some time for anecdotes and the occasional quip. But I just hope my camera holds up. Anyways, I have the same issue or a similar issue with Georgia, because Georgia also has this ballad that has a dramatic feel but doesn't make me feel anything necessary. Like, what I feel is bored. Like I said, if they would put too many ballads in a row in the show, then the audience might disengage, because you need some drive. Like, it's not that ballads are generally bad, but your ballad has to have something that sets it apart from the rest. And this is not it for Georgia. So, like, yeah, orange pool. This is everything I can say about it. I'm so sorry. So, finally, Denmark. Denmark, wo bist du? So, now we are going to Denmark, which is one of our neighbors, by the way, if you didn't know. If you didn't know, then you're probably American. I'm sorry. No, not all Americans are stupid, but a lot of stupid people are Americans. And this year, Denmark sends Sissal with the song Hallucination. And Hallucination is the song where you listen to it and it sounds familiar, but in a good way. Like, it sounds familiar to something you absolutely love. And her vocals really, really, like, convinced me. Because I always did have her in her position. She is in the green pool with 4 points, which means I like this song. But I feel it grew on me, and it might be borderline a 5-pointer, but only borderline. Like, she's standing at the gate, looking over to where, like, Iceland is, or, like, Norway, but she's just waving to them, so she's not quite there yet. Might happen. Maybe I decide to vote for it. But as of yet, it's in the green pool with 4 points, because this song has an energy and a quality that makes me want to listen to it more. And this is something I pointed out in the last video a lot, that if this was coming on, I'd be happy. And this is something I'd intentionally put on, opposed to, like, the ballads, where I wouldn't intentionally choose to play this song unless I'm in a very bad or sad mood and want to cry. In that case, I would, because this is what most ballads are about. Now we are with Austria. And while I was talking about the German song, I pointed out, and I didn't fully talk about it, the video is going to come out on Saturday, because this video is going to be released on the day a week prior to the second semi-final. And the duo that is representing Germany is actually from Austria, and this is where we are going, another neighboring country. And we've got the song Wasted Love by JJ, which is an artist I do not know the gender of. I think it is a male person, but I could be wrong. So, Jojo's song is... Jojo? Why Jojo? JJ. Sorry. I was skipping in the list. It also sounds dramatic, but it has a quality that makes it intriguing to listen. And when I hear the singing of JJ, it's basically like they surely are taking after Nemo from last year, because I see similarities, not similarities in the plagiarism department. This is not the boat I'm sitting on, but stylistic choices, like a very high-pitched singing, which not everyone can do, especially not people who were born male. And like I said, I don't even know how they identify. When I checked videos from last year, I accidentally misgendered Nemo, who's non-binary, and you can't always know who identifies as what. Therefore, they could be they, and they sing similar to how Nemo did, with a very high voice, like a little operatic almost, and it's definitely a good song. I put it in good but average, but it's like sitting at the gate. Like Sissel sits at the gate to 5. JJ is sitting at the gate to 4. But it's still free. And it's a song I also would listen to intentionally. Yeah. So maybe I could put it into 4. Like, it's a close call. The next country. We are talking about Israel once again. The country of Israel faced a lot of controversy last year, which caused Eurovision 2024 to be a major dumpster fire, as I pointed out in my last video. And this year's song from Israel is going to be... Where is Israel? It's up in the list. It's by Yuval Raphael, New Day Will Rise. And while I always fair to the artists, I think this song, like, rides a little bit on the back of a hurricane, like the notion of it, the notion of this, it almost feels like a little pretentious to me. I'm sorry, I can't really connect to the song, which is not in correlation to Israel, but it is another ballad that is boring me, and I see it as a successor of Hurricane. And when you compare this song to Hurricane, Hurricane was a better song. Like, Eden Galan did a better job. Like, no, I can acknowledge that Eden Galan's song from last year was the better Eurovision entry. And one quality that she has, Miss Raphael Yuval, I hope I pronounced that right, is that she has a really good voice. The thing is, it's not there yet. And while I think I put Eden Galan last year in 3rd, I sadly have to put this... I'm so far down the list always. I am putting this in the orange pool with 2 points. Because after all these ballads, it's boring. Like, I think Hurricane was also some kind of ballad, but it had energy. And this is what this is lacking for me. Ooh, girl! Malta! Now we're here. And now we're queer. And now we're serving... music. Yeah, that's it, because Miriana, I think, yeah, Miriana Conte is serving. And before the EBU had to change her lyrics, she was serving Kant. And I'm talking about Immanuel Kant. I know where your mind was going. And this is exactly the issue why it had to be changed. Because saying the word Kant, which could also mean cunt, which is a not so nice description of the female reproductive organ down there, because there even is a German equivalent that I'm not going to say on video. I'm not stupid. But as you might know, cunt is not a pretty word. Some people also say see you next Tuesday. That would have been way too long, and people would have known what it meant. The thing is, and I'm just thinking about it, a few years back, Latvia had the song about eat your salad, and he was literally singing, instead of meat, I eat veggies and pussy. You can say pussy, and you can have pussy, but you cannot have cunt. Like, what is this, EBU? Are you serious? Are you for real? I mean, to be fair, the singer did not say the word pussy themselves. He let the audience sing it. Like, Miriana could do the same, and I'm so sure. What if the audience would pull the rug out under the EBU, and when she sings serving, the audience goes, cunt! That would be lovely. I would be happy. I could die in peace. 5 points, you have my vote. Miriana, if you win this for Malta, I'm going to Malta. I'm going to give you a very big hug. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to hug you. I love this song. Like, this was the first song where I said, okay, I'm going to vote for this. This is my personal winner this year. Let's see how Malta fares, because I think Malta has never won before. Because this song is so good. I like the vibe. It is a vibe for a younger generation, I know, but I still like the vibe. Ooh. So, from serving cunt to serving Latvia. My transitions are always feared. Latvia has Tautumaitas, Burman Laimi. None of these words meant anything to me. I'm so sorry, Latvia. And I actually wanted to revise my opinion about it, but somehow I couldn't. I listened to it and I draw a blank. Like, it gives me nothing. It gives me nothing to remember it by. This song, and I'm trying to be fair here, I'm not putting it in the red, but I'm putting it in the orange pool with 2 points, because it's not repetitive, boring, or annoying. I mean, it might be boring, but it is also forgettable, which is one of the words that you could use to describe this category. Also, again, sorry to Latvia. Like, 10 years ago, Latvia really had a run. Like, Love Injected by Aminata Savvadogo is still one of my favorite songs. Oh! Now we are going to Ireland! Not quite a neighbor, but still close enough by, I guess? Yes, and Ireland has a song this year by Emmy. That's the singer. And her name, not her name, her song is called Like a Party. It's not like a party, like a party. Because her song is in reference to a dog called Laika that the Soviets shot into space somewhere in the 50s. I think it was 1957, which incidentally is very close to the year Eurovision was founded. And the thing is, she sings about that she hopes that Laika never died. The thing is, the life expectancy of a dog is not that long, and if he was shut up there in the late 50s, I think Laika was a she, I'm not sure. Because she also sings she in the song. I do not think that she's having a Laika party in the sky. The thing is, Emmy she comes across as so innocent and so sweet, and her song is... I don't mean this in a bad way, but it almost sounds like it could be a song for Junior Eurovision as well. Because it has this innocent notion, and it somehow is still a banger. Like, I really like a Party. That's why I put it in the green pool with 4 points, because I like this song. It puts me in a good mood. But the notion that the dog is still alive is pretty much unfounded, because dogs don't live that long, unfortunately. So, we are going now to another neighboring country, Czechia, formerly known as Czech Republic. But I put it as Czechia on the heart, so when I produced the hearts, it was already Czechia. And by the way, I didn't even check for Ireland on my sheet. Sweet and funny, I love it, but can it win? I'm not sure if Ireland could win with this, but I hope it's going to make the final. Now we are with Czechia. And Czechia's song, Czechia, where are you? There. Kiss, Kiss, Goodbye. It is a song. No, not that. Quality-wise and voice-wise, it is good. It is listenable. It is a song, if it played on the radio, it would be totally fine. I wouldn't skip it. I wouldn't mind it. It wouldn't bother me. Not as bothered as my voice is by speaking so much. Yet, there's nothing special about it. It is not quite a ballad, I think. But it has a little bit of this dramatic vibes going on, in my opinion. Therefore, it is going to be in the yellow pool with 3 points. Good but average, eh? Australia! I like Australia. Oh, by the way, there is this podcast. The thing is, I'm not actively listening to the podcast at the moment. I did, a few weeks ago. I listened to some of the episodes. There is an Australian podcast by Tony and Ryan. If any of the tarpers see my video, say hi to them for me. Like, I'm not a tarper. But I really like Tony and Ryan. They are funny. And sometimes it's just a riot to listen to them. I sometimes also watch them on YouTube. And it would be so funny. It would be so funny if they could, like, commentate Eurovision, like the Eurovision commentators for Australia, Tony and Ryan. That would be so... I would be out of my mind. I need to see this. I need this specifically on DVD, really. But it's not about Tony and Ryan. Like, if Tony and Ryan see this, guys, go to Eurovision. I'd love to see it. We are talking about Gojo, which sits above JJ on my list because the list is alphabetical from top to bottom. And we are talking about Gojo and the Milkshake Man. Ooh, this song has drive. This song is energetic. And it probably has innuendo. I mean, when he's singing about that you want the taste of the milkshake man, what's he gonna mean by that? Also, you can't tell me he's not gay. Like, it's so... And he's also talking about some kind of banana you've got to see. And, like, I was hooked from the first time I heard the song. And personally, as a gay man, I have to say, yes, I really would like a taste of the milkshake man. I'd like that very much, thank you. Not that Gojo is necessarily my type in men. Like, I have a pretty varied type, so that wouldn't be the issue. This is not what it's about, but the song is cool, and I'm going with the flow, and I'm going with the fun, and say, yes, I want a taste of a milkshake man. And that's the reason why I put the milkshake man in the blue pool with 5 points, and I'm probably going to vote for it. The only sad thing about Australia probably winning, or not probably, if it wins, it can't host. It has to host somewhere in Europe. And this is boring, because how rad would it be? The Eurovision Song Contest live from the Sydney Opera House. Boom! Headlines. Headlines! So, now we have our last country for today. I think the second video is going to be shorter. But anyways, Armenia. Another thing is, when I'm sitting here talking, I just don't have no sense of time. Armenia has a song by a, I think, band called Parg. Not Park with a K, but with a G. And the song is called Survivor. And when I look at my list, this year, some people also have the all caps disease. I think Erika suffers from it with her song title. The artist of Kiss Kiss Goodbye, who I can't pronounce, also did it. And Park and Survivor did it with both the title and the artist name. In all caps, it's unnecessary. I don't know why that is. The song Survivor grew on me a little. Because it has a good energy. At first, I took issue with the singing because it was very raw and very like growling stuff. Not too much, but he sounded like an angry bear shouting into a microphone. But I actually have to say it grew on me. It's not that bad, and I think I heard that someone pointed out that it sounds a little like Imagine Dragons or something. I don't know. I'm not personally listening to Imagine Dragons, but I take it. I take it. And previously it was in the orange pool, because at first listen I was, nah. But when I was listening to it last night for like 2 times, I was just like, yeah, okay, it's not that bad. It's good, but average. Therefore, I put it in the I can't speak. In the yellow pool with 3 points, good but average. So we'll see what happens about that. Oh dear, my bucket is empty. So is my head. And since you probably couldn't see that I put the hat on at the end, I'm doing it again because I haven't reshot footage. I just put in the audio with a nice picture. Good, yes. So those are my opinions to the songs for the second semi-final for this year's Eurovision. If your opinion if your opinion differs, that's totally fine. If you want to discuss, take it to the comments, but please be polite and fair. That's all I ask. And if you like this video, then give it a like. I hope it has less issues than the last one. And if you like what I do on my channel, like author content, video game content, then you can subscribe to it. just a fair warning, a lot of my content also is in German, since I'm from Germany, and I am German, and speak German. Hallo, wie geht's? Then you have to be bilingual at least. Or if you have German as your second language, you can listen to it ranting about, like I said in the last video, if Lara doesn't want to jump because I'm playing Tomb Raider, or if I'm scared the shit out of monsters in Poppy Playtime because I also play Poppy Playtime on my channel. More author content and video games are to come in the following years, in the following months, and yeah, then subscribe please. And the next video that's going to follow in my Eurovision series is the songs that are already set for the final of the Big Five in host country. If you don't want to miss this, subscribe. And therefore, I have to say goodbye to you today. We see each other on Saturday. Till then, goodbye, farewell, see you, tschüss. Bis dann. Adiöse Fritteuse.